Hey everyone, we're getting close to the holidays, and if you are a DIYer or you are shopping for a DIYer, I'm going to give you my top 5 gift ideas in the tool category for DIYers. So let's jump in. All right, so jump in the first category. Just to let you guys know, there will be links down in the description for these exact tools or tools very similar if these are no longer being made. So the first tool that I would throw out there as a gift idea would be a very nice drill driver combo. I am a Milwaukee fan, used to be a big Ryobi guy, got into Milwaukee and kind of started looking at the color red ever since. Drill driver combo is going to allow the DIYer in your life or yourself to really accomplish a large number of projects around the house. It's something that is a necessity for anyone that wants to do anything DIY. One other caveat I will throw in there is the 12 volt line as well. So if you've seen my other videos, you know how much I like these 12 volt tools. Not all companies make them. Milwaukee has a big set. I think DeWalt has a few 12 volt tools, but it seems like Makita may also have some as well. But DeWalt for me is probably the best 12 volt line. 18 volt, you can have that conversation whether it's Milwaukee or DeWalt. My vote is Milwaukee, but you definitely need a drill driver, a drill and a impact driver set in your toolbox if you want to do DIY stuff. Let's move on to number 2. All right, second item is some sort of Bluetooth speaker, an outdoor Bluetooth speaker that they can take to whatever project they're working on. If they're working in the garage, they can have some sort of music out here that gives them a little bit of entertainment. This is a Ryobi clamp model. You also have the Milwaukee pack outs. I think DeWalt may have some, but there's a lot of different Bluetooth speakers out there. This is the one I have. I was given this as a Christmas gift as well. So to give you an idea, some of these are direct items I've received that I've gotten a lot of use out of, and a speaker is definitely one of them. So take a look. Like I said, down in the description, you'll see some, but a speaker is a great luxury item to have if you are working on any sort of project. So let's get on to number 3. All right, so number 3, I've actually had to extend the cameras out because I have a couple different versions of work lights. So these are both battery powered. This is a Ryobi floodlight work light, and then this is one of the M12 tower lights that this is all telescoping, and then you can pivot this head up here. I use both of these a lot. These are great to, if you're working inside of a cabinet, any sort of dark confined space, it's great to bring more light into that area, makes it much easier on yourself. Also, these are great to have in case of power outage, since these run on batteries. If you have, so there's a battery bank I have on the end of this shelf section with all my batteries that are always on chargers. These things put out a lot of light. These will each light up a room on their own. So not only will you get the benefit of making it easier to see your workspace, but you can also have a backup in case your power goes out. So I'll include a couple options down below, but let's move on to number 4. Number 4 on the list is an oscillating multi-tool. So this is a Ryobi version, but every other major brand is going to end up making one of these. These are great to have. They're very, very handy. You're not going to use them as much as you would a drill driver, but not only do these have blades for attachments, you can get some sanding discs, you can get some polishing pieces as well. It's a very handy tool to have. So like my biggest use for this is actually cutting holes in drywall for like mounting TVs and needing to add junction boxes for power or running an HDMI cable or Ethernet up to it. This is very, very easy, and I feel it seems it makes less mess than using like a drywall saw. So other things you can use it for, you can buy very small sanding discs on it, so it gives you a nice detail sander without having to go out and buy a separate detail sander. The DIYer in your life or yourself, you will get a lot of use out of this tool and be very, very happy with if you decide to purchase one of these for yourself or for the DIYer in your life. So let's get to the last one on that list, number 5. Okay, number 5 is going to be a socket and ratchet set. So you can go out and you can buy very, very, very high quality sockets on it, or ratchets on their own, as well as sockets. But if you're trying to just get someone into the world of DIY, or if someone is wanting to get into the world of DIY, buying them a set is going to be not only the best value, but it's going to get them the most amount of pieces much, much faster than having to build up and spend a whole lot of money to build up if you go out and try and piece sets together. So this is something that they will be able to use not only around the house. So like if you're mounting, we'll go back to the mounting TV example. If you mount a TV, it normally comes with lag bolts. If you don't have an impact wrench, sometimes impact drivers cannot get those bolts to fully seat. You will end up needing a ratchet and socket. But then if you do any sort of car work or want to get into some of the basics, whether it's like an oil change, this is what you're going to need as well. So I will include down below a very nice set. This set I have is actually an old Craftsman set, so it's no longer made, but I will find you a very reasonable and high quality set that you can look at based on and that will be down in the description below. I think we can give you guys maybe a bonus. Let's take a look at a bonus one that I think would be maybe very far out there, but I think you'll get it may pique some of your interest. So let's take a look at that. This is a Craig pocket hole jig. So this allows you to essentially cut angles into wood so you can drill. So I'll see if I can explain this to you without having to use it. So this is the actual jig itself. It's very, very popular in the woodworking world, and I use this a lot. If you build cabinets, if you build any sort of furniture, there's a very good chance that pocket holes will come in very handy for you to help make your joints. So this is a drill bit that comes with it. It has 2 holes, and you can set the depth with these pieces here on the side. They will move. But what happens is you set this flat on a piece of wood and you push this drill bit. You're going to attach it to your drill, and you will drill down into the wood, and as you can see, it sticks out. Well, this will allow you to then stick a screw into that hole, and you can get a very, very strong joint, but it allows you to make a joint that you would not be able to make if you did not have this jig. I will insert some photos here so you can see what it will look like, but this is something that is very, very, very popular, very valuable if someone you know is looking at getting into woodworking. It comes with the screwdriver bit needed. It is just it's a square 2-bit, very long extension so that you can get all the way into that groove that it's going to make. And then you of course get instructions, but this is something that as a bonus option, if you have a DIYer in your life, or if you want to get into woodworking yourself, this is something that they will be able to use. And you can even buy little dowels that are cut to the angle that the little hole makes, and so that you can sand those smooth and it looks like there's nothing even there. So great option. If you guys have any questions, or if you have some considerations I should be looking at as well, please put those in the comments down below. But thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, you made it to the end. Thanks for that. Please check out our other options for videos, and please do not forget to like and subscribe down below.